Well, Jeff, looks like it's been about 2 months since we made an old guys talking shit movie, you know. What all did we do for 2 months that we weren't able to make a video?
I guess we were avoiding each other.
I guess so.
Yeah, but you know, with the U.S. election and all that, we try to avoid each other.
Yeah, that's for sure.
We're in two different political parties.
Yeah, or political countries.
Well, that, yeah.
The Canadian, I can't keep up with the Canadian stuff. I don't understand it.
Oh,
I'm
we're
sure
very fast movers. That's why.
Well, that's probably true.
I mean, our elections are anywhere from, was it 35 days to 50 days.
Wow. Ours are a year.
You can't go beyond 50 days or you've broken the law.
Yeah, I think, you know, like the congressmen that are only in office 2 years, they campaign the whole time. They're campaigning and money raising during their whole term. Our election time, you know, as it came up, I don't know why I was busy. I made some videos that, you know, really didn't have anything to do with the election. Time just flew by, and it was 2 months. I'm not sure what it was. Mm-hmm. I really didn't watch a lot of the election stuff. You know, you can't watch Harris because she never made sense, and you couldn't watch Trump because his stuff is always the same.
So
I mean, it really is.
I take it you're not into comedy.
Nah, I don't know. Trump was pretty funny. I did enjoy it.
She was too.
Yeah, she was
Her
too.
word salad.
The word salads were ominous. I enjoyed watching the Joe Rogan do the interview with Trump.
I didn't watch that.
You didn't?
By that time, I'd already gotten tired of the campaigning, and I turned it all off.
Yeah, I watched that. I enjoyed it, and I also enjoyed the fact that that the Harris campaign wouldn't do it. You know?
Right. They would rather give $1 million to Oprah Winfrey to talk on her show.
Yeah, I wonder how much a minute that cost them.
There's got to be a law against having to pay somebody to come on and represent you.
Yeah, but there's not.
There's not too much that's against the law in America when it comes to your politics.
No, you know, it's like where the money comes from. She spent $1 billion. Where did it come from?
Where did it go?
Yeah, and where did it go? And who got rich off of
now
it?
Now Trump's offering to pay $200 million to help them out because they can't pay all their bills.
Yeah. I was kind of interested in Musk talking about setting up a department to streamline the government and get more efficient, and of course that's going to save a lot of money. There's just a lot of stuff we don't need.
Now he's said he doesn't really want to be part of the cabinet.
Yeah,
he just wants to help out.
Well, you know, when he bought X, he laid off 80% or 75% or something of the whole staff. And nobody noticed the difference. And I think that's the same in the U.S. government. I think if you laid off 75% of the government, nobody would know unless, you know, you saw an empty building that was a government building and a for rent sign on it.
Well,
I was just
reading on CNN. The federal government employees are scared right now.
Yeah.
I guess they see that Trump is they see him as a vindictive person.
But I never did get that, did you?
Well, no, but I think that's what they see. That's what their rationale is for being scared.
Yeah.
What they don't want to admit is that most of them don't do.
Yeah, they move, you know, a stack of paper from one side of their desk to the other side, and that's their work day.
Yeah.
That's about it. The government, I mean, you talk about inefficient. I mean, why would it take? It takes over 2 million people to run this country. That's preposterous. It's absolutely. Since our last video, anything you've noticed about living in the Philippines or about our life here as opposed to Vietnam, or, you know, we've been out of there now over a year. Anything you've noticed that better here or worse?
Well, I've been keeping up with some of the news in Vietnam, and one of the things that they seem to still be struggling with a lot there is unemployment.
Yeah.
And looking at the news here in the Philippines, unemployment has actually gotten better.
Yeah.
It's improved. So that's, I think, one political thing.
Yeah. Did you see that thing about the woman that's going to get executed? That was the bank, in the banking system over there.
Yep.
That was. I read a little bit about it. I'd like to delve into it a little more, but that was pretty phenomenal.
Right. Now she's going to be in court for that for quite a while because they're saying no, that's not right, and she's trying to show that she's actually innocent.
Yeah. I have a feeling that she's going to be in front of the firing squad or however they do it.
Vietnam, it's like here today, gone tomorrow, and nobody will even talk about it.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to talk about it.
That's right. What about things around here that have changed for you? Have you noticed anything different than it was like when you first arrived here?
Yeah, price of electricity's gone up.
Yeah, we've noticed that too. Sure, and it's really weird that, I mean, we run the same stuff every month, but the electric bill can vary as much as 500 pesos up or down. And I don't understand that. It should be, pretty much the same every month.
Yeah.
We have the same number of fans, and we don't run our air con, and we have the same number of light bulbs in the house and things like that.
See, we're trying to economize. Now everybody's learned to turn the lights off in our house.
Yeah.
And we got a big household, so that's a lot of lights.
That's a lot of light bulbs. That's right. Well, in our house, I try to turn off the lights. There's somebody I know that doesn't turn off the lights very often.
Your cameraman?
Yeah, it could be my cameraman. But other than that, our electric stays about the same. We're in the like 28 to 3200, right in that range.
5.5.
Wow. Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah.
We've
But we got a few more bodies in our house.
yeah, I'm not sure what would make a huge difference. You have a washer too and stuff. We don't have one.
Yeah.
Her sister washes our stuff, and we bought the washing machine and they run it. So.
Yeah. See, our washing, that's a full day that machine's running.
I'll bet so. Yeah.
Twice a week.
Yeah. Oh, twice a week. Yeah, I've noticed a lot of stuff since I got back from Saigon. We were in Saigon 10 years, and the things that I noticed about when I came back here, one of the things was the roads and stuff are a little better. The internet's a hell of a lot better. I remember literally having a little antenna on top of a bamboo pole. That was my internet connection at my place. I don't remember the speed. It was so slow that you couldn't watch video on it. Best you could do was an email. But it was up on top of a bamboo pole that was tied to another pole that supported our roof. That was the internet. And now I've got fiber internet that's just blazing fast and fairly dependable. It only goes off when our electric goes off.
We've got the same service that you have. When I first came back from Vietnam, back in December last year, I would say probably 5 out of 7 days, spot on.
Yeah.
I couldn't see the difference between here and Vietnam. Now, I was just talking to Yali this morning, I think it's flipped. We're down to 1 or 2 days a week where we get good service. The rest of the time, it's off and on, all day long, all night long.
Yeah. I think a lot of that's just the number of people that are on the system now.
Yeah, but we're not in a big area.
Well, no, and we're not either. But we get pretty consistent internet out at our place. Or the only thing that could be using the internet out at our place would be the goats and cats. We're the only people out there.
Well, when you run your tests, your speed tests, you're looking at what, 200 plus?
Yeah.
200 megabits. When I run speed tests, when it's like on and off, I'm getting like 10, 15, 20.
Yeah. I was trying to think of when we said we were going to make this video. I decided to try to think of things that had really changed here since we got back from Vietnam. And one of the big things is all the fast food restaurants. There's McDonald's everywhere now, 7-Eleven stores and things like that. When when I left and Rhea and I went to Vietnam, it was still sorry stores here, and the fast food was local stuff. There's always Jollibee. Yeah, that's, you know, going to Jollibee is like going to Mecca.
Just read in the news from Vietnam. There's a big company, food company there. Jollibee just bought them out.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So they'll be making inroads over there, I'm sure.
Well, Jollibee already was there, but I guess they're just now have a new brand. Maybe they're going to bring some of that over here.
Yeah, another brand.
Looks like a Japanese or Chinese type. The thing I find hard, though, is trying to convince Yali's family that McDonald's is better than Jollibee. And I don't think I can.
Nah, that's a hard sell, bud.
Quality-wise, they're very different. Jollibee's burgers suck.
Oh, yeah.
Because I can't eat the beef, so I get a chicken burger. You know what I get on it? There's a little smear of tomato sauce.
Tomato sauce?
Yeah.
That's it?
That's it. It's real chicken. We went to McDonald's one time, and I got my chicken burger. Then I took the lid off, and I showed them
all the stuff that's on it, yeah.
Yeah, there was tomato.
You're going to be real happy with McDonald's because they're coming out with a Big Mac, chicken Big Mac. I mean, they're expecting it to do well. The trials apparently went real well for it. They're going to introduce it in the U.S., and I'm sure, you know, the franchises worldwide will all get it. We tried the different restaurants around here. Today we were actually going to shoot this video over at Urban Cup over here, a little coffee shop. They have real good food, and they have great coffee and stuff. And we went over there and it was closed down. That's why we came here. The other place that we've eaten recently that was really good was a place called Mad Willie's. That's on the way back toward your house, and it's on the left side of the highway. Really good, and the prices are real reasonable. It's all Philippine food.
Yeah.
But they have good fried chicken and stuff like that. But that, like I said, the thing that surprised me was how many McDonald's and how many other fast food, the things just taken over in the 7-Elevens. There are more 7-Elevens here now nearly than in the U.S. Over there, you'd have one on one corner and one on the opposite corner, and it's getting that way here.
7-Eleven might start disappearing though.
Oh, really?
Yes. Circle K is buying them out.
Oh, really? Yeah, Circle K was always well, it was another one in the U.S. too.
Yeah.
And we had Circle K there.
I recall when I was in Korea, I never saw a 7-Eleven, but there was a lot of Circle K.
I have one claim to fame in my life. You know what it is? I worked at the first 7-Eleven, 7-Eleven #1. Not many people can say that. And it was in Oak Cliff, Texas, and I worked there. And so I'm like a veteran of 7-Eleven. I thought that was interesting. I actually had to look it up where it was. I didn't remember the street that it was on or anything, but it was in Oak Cliff, Texas. A lot of weird stuff happens in a 7-Eleven store at night, I'll tell you. I was really glad when I moved on and went to college and didn't have to work there anymore.
Did you ever work at McDonald's?
No, I've never worked anywhere other than...
So that's a claim to fame that Trump has that neither one of us have.
No McDonald's. After the election was over, what was the deal, do you think, with all the Democrats blaming each other? You know, they were in a frenzy. It's still going on. Have you noticed that, or have you watched it?
Yeah, it's kind of hard to miss. I've been watching CNN, MSNBC, and the funny part is that they're fighting with each other. Yeah,
they're eating their own, as they say.
Yeah, I mean, one Democrat senator was speaking about transgender and how the biological males shouldn't be playing in female sports.
A Democrat said that?
Yes, he's
God.
a senator. And the thing is, the other three people on that debate with him, they jumped him. They just attacked him mercilessly. I'm hearing from other places where now everybody's starting to mellow out. There's none of this extremism anymore.
Oh, they'll mellow out and then mellow into a big puddle of Trump hate. You know it's going to happen.
America has come to a point, a bad point, where if you disagree with me, you're the enemy.
Yeah.
And that shouldn't be.
Even the neighbors and old friends and guys and their girlfriends and things are like that. If they disagree, they just hate each other and
Oh, look at Tina.
Yeah.
They had one guy who
Yeah.
told his whole crew. If
Yeah.
you see a Trump sign on that
Yeah,
car,
don't go rescue those people.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's nuts. Absolutely nuts. Well, listen, we ought to probably plan what we're going to try to do for our next video. We've only done the 2. We'll head over there to that Urban Cup for our next shot and see what's going on over there. I've got a lot of little things that we really haven't had a chance to talk about today because of time constraints. So we'll give it a shot. It's a nice place to shoot. It's air conditioned and the light's beautiful. It's really a good place to shoot. We've been in Southeast Asia so long.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if it's air conditioned or not air conditioned or whatever.
As long as there's air movement.
Yeah, a little air movement, fans and whatever, works for us. That'd be a good place for old guys to talk shit. We'll try to shoot number 4 over there at Urban Cup. See how that works.
Sure.
All right.
Okay.
This is JR, the TexPat OTG, with Jeff, a couple of old guys talking shit.